Hello, my name is Judi Dench. Welcome to the Graham Norton Show.
See you. All enjoying the warm weather? Ooh. It's been hot, hasn't it? Hot. I tell you, I've been sweating like Theresa May waiting for the DUP to say yes. Elsewhere in politics, Vince Cable is the favourite to replace Tim Farron as Lib Dem leader. Now, some people saying Vince might be a bit old. I mean, they have a point, he's 74. So at the time of the next election, he's going to be, 74. Brexit talks finally got started this week. Woo! Here's our Brexit negotiator, David Davis, also known as DD, not to be confused with Double D, which of course is a huge. That was David at the start of the talks, listening to the words "you're screwed" in 27 different languages. Meanwhile, it was the state opening of Parliament this week. Here's the Prime Minister and Jeremy Corbyn making small talk on the way in. She's probably saying, "Are you doing anything nice this summer?" He's saying, I'm going to be Prime Minister. It was a dressed-down version of the ceremony. Dressed down. Dressed down. And a lot of people on Twitter were suggesting that the Queen's hat had been made out of an EU flag, a sign of her love and respect for Europe. And it's all because over at the EU, they found a new use for all our Union Jacks. Yeah. Let's get some guests on! Later, we'll have music from indie rockers Haim are here. And they'll be performing their current single, Want You Back. But first, two comedy greats. One is the star of Bridesmaids, the other gave us the 40-Year-Old Virgin and Anchorman. Together they're in Despicable Me 3. Please welcome Kristen Wiig and Steve Carell! That's actually them! I didn't realize how shiny that is. It's so beautiful. Hello, darling. Hello, sir. Lovely to see you. Good to see you. Yeah. There's more. There's more. He's the Oscar and Grammy-winning star of Django Unchained, Ray, and Any Given Sunday. Now he's one of the gang in Crime Caper, Baby Driver. It's the great Jamie Foxx, everybody! Oh! I teased you. I'm so sorry. Jamie Foxx! Good, right? That's good. There's more. What can I say? She's one of our greatest stage and screen actors and one of my favourite guests. It is welcome back to Dame Judi Dench! Hey! Hello, my darling. So lovely to see you. Come and sit down. I'll leave you to the couch. Woo. Hey! Welcome all. Welcome all. Lovely to see you. I think it's one of my favourite couches. I like this couch a lot. Very, very nice. And it's welcome back to everybody. Everybody's been here before, yes. You a lot. You've been here.
Too much, yes.
No, never too much.
I've overdone it.
No. Now, my American friends, have you appeared on stage or... OK. Have any of you appeared or worked with a dame before, an actual dame?
I guess I technically have. Yes.
OK. That's all I want to know.
OK, great. Yes, Saturday Night Live, Helen Mirren.
Wow. She's a dame.
Yes, Dame.
She'll do.
Mirren, yes.
Is that when you were quite physical with her?
If you call motorboating her physical, which it is, very intimate. Yes, I would say yes.
Have you been motorboated, Dame Judi?
Never.
Never?
But there's always time.
Yes. Jamie loves a challenge.
His lips.
That would go viral. I'm pretty sure that would go viral. Well, now, Dame Judi, obviously one of our finest actors. And I think the performing bug bit early on. because I know you know this picture. I don't know how old you were, but clearly you are the star of this show. Here they are. Can you tell which one is Dame Judi? It's this one, who's taken her socks off to upstage the others.
I pushed my way to the front there.
You really did. Look at, she looks so unimpressed. I wore socks.
That girl on the right is Angela Beresford, and she couldn't stand the middles of sandwiches. She's come to our house and say, I can't eat this sandwich, I can't eat this, and I can't eat that and that and that.
But she would eat the bread.
She ate the bread.
OK.
Perhaps you should make her a bread sandwich.
Right. I should have thought of it, shouldn't I, earlier?
Just give her a loaf. I like this one at the end, too, who just didn't get the memo about the costume at all. Her mother hated her. Go in that, you'll be fine. Now, Kristen, we've also got a picture of you. I don't know if you're a young performer in this, but you are quite young. Now...
Oh, man.
Okay, can I explain?
The sun'll come out.
Exactly. I was obsessed with Annie. Yeah. I got perms a lot.
You clearly did.
Oh, when I was a kid, and I also discovered Sun-In, which, you know, is supposed to make your hair blonde, but when you have brown hair, it turns it red.
Great. That's very cute. Was this around the time that you decided to pass yourself off as a musician?
Yeah, my dad played the guitar, and I would take the guitar out of the case, and I would walk around my neighborhood with the case because I wanted people to think that I played the guitar. And I would just like walk and just like look at people and be like, oh, you know, and I would just carry it around.
But you kept things in it, didn't you?
Yes. It's so embarrassing. I remember thinking to myself, I should probably put vitamins in there in case I got tired. So I just had, like, Flintstone vitamins in the guitar case.
Well, it's very heavy, the guitar case.
I know, yes.
You were thinking ahead.
Yes.
Now, we have a picture of Jamie Foxx, young.
Yeah.
But now, what age are you here?
Yes.
You look 47.
We got the same kind of hair right there. Bro, that's the Jerry curl right there. I was 18 right there. I was 18 years old.
Now, is that a backdrop to make it look like there's brick back there?
You know what? No, I think that's real brick.
Oh, okay.
Real brick.
Real brick, baby. It's a brick house.
He's shelled out for this picture. Now, if you thought Jamie Foxx looked old there, I think you were about 20. What age?
Fantastic. I see no problem with that.
Are you about 20 years old there?
Yeah.
What was going on in your head?
I wanted to look like Magnum P.I. I actually grew a mustache in high school because I played lacrosse and I thought it would make me look more threatening.
Right. That's amazing.
And it didn't really. It just made me look like a porn star.
A porn performer.
A porn performer.
That's not a porn star, is it? He was in it. He wasn't the star.
He's a day player. A day player.
A porn day player.
He was at the other side of the pool. Away from the action. Listen, we've got lots to talk about, so dames first. Dames first. Dame Judi has a new film, Victoria and Abdul. Now, it doesn't open until September the 15th, but this is our last show, so you're here to tell us about it. You play Queen Victoria, Ali Fazal plays Abdul, and this is a true story, but it's a sort of a bit of history that nearly got lost entirely.
Yes, I didn't know anything about it at all. I expect other people did, but I didn't know anything because after she formed this relationship with this young man, when he was sent back to India after she died, everything between them was all packed away and burnt or you know, kept somewhere, and only discovered, I think, comparatively recently.
In India, they found some diaries, is that right?
They found some letters, yes, or diaries, yes.
Yes.
About this extraordinary person she met. He came to her Diamond Jubilee and to present her with something, with a coin. Well, when you see him, you'll see she wasn't quite so interested in the coins.
Victoria was a bit of a goer, really, wasn't
She was a goer.
Yes.
But, I mean, I'm full of admiration. Well, after that, her life with Albert, and then subsequently her relationship with John Brown, and, that is there. That burning thing, whatever it was still there all the time.
There weren't creams back then.
And it,
Oh, man.
Poor Abdul. But so you obviously you played Victoria in Miss Brown in '97. It's incredible.
Yes, with Billy the Divine.
Yes, the great Billy Collins.
Sir Billy the Divine.
Of course, yes, he has.
Now.
Yes, and so going back to it, was that an incentive to say yes to this film, or did it make you hesitate about doing this?
You never think. I think that you're going to go back to revisit a character that you played already. But because I didn't know about this story, I think, and because it was beautifully written by Lee
Hall, yeah.
Hall, and directed Stephen Frears, and it was a part that I'd done all the kind of homework on, I found it irresistible. I couldn't have said no.
The film is based on these diaries and letters that got found. Now, you don't keep a diary per se, do you?
I don't anymore, and I've always kind of meant to, and never got beyond, how you get so eager, especially when you're away doing something and you think, oh, I think I will write this diary, and it lasts 3 days or 2 days, and then you get tired of it. But I do keep a kind of memo thing of people who come round after the show.
And what they say to you.
Well, because it's irresistible,
So what are the most common... This is when when you do a play, what are the most
common is knock at the door, come in, and whoever it is comes in and said, you must be exhausted.
I might have said that.
That's tricky. Oh, I think you've said it several times. Or, how are you? I get, how are you a lot. And you think, well, you've just seen. You tell me how I am.
Yes, I've had that.
Is it embarrassment? I expect so.
What's the worst thing anyone said to you?
I saw you. Yes, for the last 3 hours, actually.
What does that mean?
I saw you. Well, they're obviously too embarrassed to find something else suitable to say.
Have you guys... Because, what have people said to you, Steve?
My brother came backstage to a play that I had done and said, that was terrible. and it's a dressing room full of the other actors, and everyone's opening night, woo, buzzing. And he comes like, wow, that was awful. And, absolutely unfiltered. And just the energy in the room.
Because, doing Saturday Night Live, Kristen, you must have people come to, it's live, so there's an audience.
Yeah.
Do people come back to you afterwards to talk about it?
Yeah. I remember getting like a, you did it!
But then the other way around, I think, you guys, if you meet a friend who's been in a film that is a giant turkey, what do you say?
Like if the movie's bad?
Yeah.
Oh, I've had that done to me. They'll say something like, something about your clothes, man. That jacket you was wearing was tight. That jacket was tight, dog. That jacket was tight. Where you get that jacket from? Like, did you see the movie? Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. But your real friends will tell you that it sucked. But yeah, you get that.
But the thing is, you don't need anyone to tell you.
No, yeah, we know.
Or they tell you the chances that you took. Boy, the chances you took were amazing. Or something like that. Just don't even talk about the film.
Because didn't you have when at school reunion when you were telling people about the 40-year-old virgin?
I had just shot it. It hadn't come out yet. What are you up to, Steve? And I told people that I had just written or co-written and starred in a movie called The 40-Year-Old Virgin. And I could see their eyes rolling back into their heads. Like, oh, good luck to you. Bye. Sounds horrible.
But But even the studio executives didn't quite understand that film, did
They didn't. We were shut down after the first week of filming because they were watching dailies, yeah. It was the Friday of the first week, and we were in the middle of a scene, and Judd came in and said, we have to go to Universal because they're pulling the plug. And apparently we went in, and they'd been watching dailies. They'd been watching the movie, everything we'd shot up until that point, and said they thought I looked like a serial killer. Because at that point, I hadn't actually done any dialogue. It was me riding my bike. And it was me walking by suggestive posters going, and they thought I looked like an insane killer.
Because actually, Jamie Foxx, you...
What's that?
Kanye West.
Huh? Kanye West?
You kind of failed to see his genius, didn't you?
First of all, the way I even met, and I blew it, but I didn't blow it, but it worked out. I know it's not making sense because I haven't told you the story yet, but what happened was that I'm throwing a party for Puff. I throw all these parties at my crib. So I'm throwing a party for Puff, and Jay-Z's there, and Pharrell's a big party. And this kid walks in with a backpack on, and his jaw is busted. And I said, who's that? And they said, that's Kanye West. I said, what do you do? They said, he raps and, you know, he produces for Jay-Z. I said, well, everybody that comes to my house got to perform. I gotta see what this dude had. So I walked up to him and I said, yo, man, they say you do your thing, you know, you rap. And he killed with this freestyle. It was amazing. I said, wow, boy, you gonna be famous, right? And then he said to me, he said, I have a song that I think that you would be great on if we could go to the studio and do that song. I said, man, what? I'm trying to get in the music business. Let's go, because I wasn't in the music business. And I happened to have a studio at my crib. So we go in the back.
We heard that, yeah.
But the reason I did that because I would throw parties for musical people so I could try to get on a record. So that's why Puff and Jay-Z and all them were there. They didn't know. But we go in the studio, and he says, the song goes, she says she wants some Marvin Gaye, some Luther Vandross. I say, I got it. She says she wants some Marvin Gaye and some... He said, yo, what are you doing? I said, well, you know, you don't know R&B. See, I'm an R&B singer. See, I got to put the R&B thing on it. See, I got to do that. He said, don't do that. He said, just sing it simple because it's, you know, it's hip-hop. And I was like, all right. So I sung it begrudgingly, thinking this song is whack. He's not going to make it. It's not going to work, right? So I left, and I went and did a bad movie, and I came back.
But your jacket.
I went and did a bad movie, and I came back.
You really did it, though.
It was terrible.
You really took a chance.
It was horrible. I do this bad movie, I come back and I'm in Miami, and my boy was like, yo, remember that song you said was whack? It's #1 in the country.
Wow.
And so that's how you get it wrong, but right sometimes.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
Woo! Well done to you. Jamie Foxx is one of the stars in a new... It's such a kind of distinctive, special crime caper. It's directed by our own Edgar Wright. It's called Baby Driver. Opens next Wednesday, 28th of June. The buzz on this film is extraordinary. Everyone is talking about this film.
It's an amazing film, and you know, Edgar Wright is from the UK. He came up with this great original idea to do this heist to music. And so when people watch it, it's like everything... all of the great songs that he licensed, the sort of the hit songs that you're familiar with, when we pull our guns and shoot them, it's to the beat. When the cars take off, it's sort of in syncopation. It's an amazing film.
And do they play, because so much of it is to the music?
Yeah.
Would they play the music? Because the soundtrack is the hard part.
Yeah, we had the ear wigs. We had the earwigs in our ears, so we could hear the music. And so when I pull my gun, I'm like bang, 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 bang. You know, it's crazy, and it's dope. It's dope. It's sort of like Dream Girls if they were robbing a bank, like.
And who are you?
I play the black guy who's. You see on the poster. I play the black.
It's very good.
I play the extremely angry black guy. But I play this guy, Bats, who's there to compromise. He compromises John Hamm in front of his girl, and he compromised his baby in front of his girl, and he's a serious individual.
It's not very violent, but there's some violence in it.
Yeah.
But your 7-year-old daughter, she was around on set.
Oh yeah, my daughter, she comes to all the sets though. Like, you know, my daughter was on the set of Django, watching people get blown away, you know, like watching the blood and stuff like that. So she digs it, and they came to the premiere, the whole nine. So it's fly.
Because actually, she does seem like she has quite embraced the idea that her father is a movie star.
Yeah, my youngest likes the Hollywood part of it. My oldest hated it. Like my 23-year-old, even when she was in high school, Corinne, my oldest, she didn't like any of the flash. Like, I remember somebody gifted me like a Rolls Royce to drive, and I went to pick her up in it in high school. She wouldn't come out. I said, come on, baby, look, the top go back. Come on, get it. The top go back. She called her mother like, nah, tell him to leave. I'm not getting in the car with him, he's crazy. But my other daughter, my youngest daughter, loves the Rolls Royce. She's like, Dad, put the top down. I said, well, you want to do? I want to ride down Sunset Boulevard. So I'm riding with my 8-year-old. At that time, she's like 7, and she's riding like, you know, listening to Rihanna and the whole nine, you know what I'm saying? Work. And then I said, well, then we were going to the Soho House. And, you know, the Soho House is like Prius, you know, in L.A. It's very, you know, conservative. I said, listen, I said, Annalise, we got to put the top up, you know, because this is the Soho House. We don't want to look like that, you know. It looks terrible. And as we drive in, as the top is going down, she's like, Jamie Foxx in the house.
Steve, didn't you have almost the opposite sort of situation?
My wife and I were driving down Sunset, and you know, there are these tour buses that drive around Beverly Hills, you know, open-top tour buses. Oh, that's where whoever lives. And we don't live around there, but we were driving through, I don't know, we were having dinner or something, and we pulled up next to a tour bus, and my wife said, oh, roll down your window and say hi. See what they do. Oh, no. Go do it. Come on. It'll be fun. I rolled down the window. Hi. Nothing. 20 people on the bus going, what? Nothing to see in there. Shameful.
Because, Judi, how have you reacted to kind of certainly becoming, I guess, famous in America? That if you go to America now, people know who you are. Do you like it?
Sometimes they do. Sometimes. And people
In
are
nice
very
places.
And I love that. That doesn't happen here. That sometimes, because anytime I've gone to New York, I've walked everywhere because I love it. And somebody will come up and kind of high-five you in the street. I love that. Quite shocking, but I like it.
That doesn't happen here.
But the other day, I was with my grandson, who, as you know, looks very like Ed Sheeran.
Yes.
And a group of people with him, and they said, may we have a photo? And I said, yes, of course. They said, no, not you.
Because actually, there's that weird connection with you and Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran slept on my couch for 6 weeks before he was famous.
But how does that happen?
Ed Sheeran, I was doing a radio show in L.A., and it was a satellite show, and he knew that we do music, so he comes to my radio show. Hello, James, just trying to get my music. You know, we'd love to hear my music, whatever. I was like, well, sure, whatever, let me hear it. So he lets me hear his music. Comes to my crib, and now I got the bigger crib, and the studio is incredibly nice because of the Kanye song. So he plays. I'm like, you're incredible. So he starts. I said, listen, I know you don't have anywhere to go. Just chill here. I was giving him food. My daughter was like, who do you have over here now? Because I would always have people. You know, I would always like champion the artist.
Yeah.
And so I said, listen, man, I think you got the goods, but I got to check you out, though. So I took him down to this show that I was doing, a live night every Monday in L.A., downtown L.A., and it was like 800 black people, all black, like just the best musicians who plays, you know, the guitar for Sting, and I mean the level of the music is here. And there was a dude up there rapping, and he was sweating, and he was black. And then another girl, she came up and she sung, and she was black, and they was singing blackness. It was incredible. And so all of a sudden I say, ladies and gentlemen, Ed Sheeran. He pops out, with a little red hair and a ukulele. And one of my homies, who's an incredible guitarist, but he's just true to the music. It came from us. This is blackity black, right? And he says, yo, Foxx, come on, man. What's this, man? what's this? What you doing to the room right now, man? You gotta respect the room. And it was just like a movie. I said, well, let's see what the kid has. And he went out there on that ukulele, got a standing ovation in 12 minutes.
Wow.
And the rest was history.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Wow. Cheers to him, cheers to you. Right. Our other movie is Despicable Me 3. Ooh. And Steve and Kristen, you return. I know, it's such a big deal. Now, this one comes out next Friday, the 30th of June. So, first one, villain. Second one, love, between the two of you. Yeah. So, what happens this time?
Mixed bag.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on in this one.
There are a lot of plots. We get fired from our job. I'm dealing with being a stepmom for the first time. He finds out he has a twin brother. The minions leave us.
And there's a villain who is stuck in the 80s.
Yeah.
It's really funny and good. I mean, it's sort of one of those... Because each time you must be kind of worried because the last one was so good.
I truly, with Illumination and with these films, there's no worry because they are just unbelievable writers and filmmakers. We're very lucky.
And sort of playing Lucy, I mean, how close to you is Lucy?
She has a lot more energy than I do.
There's a question there, Judi. Don't look at me like that. It's a perfectly valid question. She's answering it now. It's fine.
Yeah, she's a lot more caffeinated than I am. Yes.
Up.
She's very up. Oh. And sometimes when we would record, I would go in and, you know, you'd start the day and you have your headphones on, you have your water, and then you just start and they're like, okay, let's do that again. But can you not just be yourself and try to, because you forget, you know, because you record, like, you know, we've recorded over the last 2 years, and it takes a long time to make these movies, yeah.
And to go back to it, do you have to listen to the voice again, or does it matter?
I just listen to the voices that are already in my head. No, we don't actually get to hear one another. We're completely alone, and the only sort of barometer you have are the people behind the glass in the control room. And you can't even hear them, so you just see if shoulders are shaking, if they're laughing. But otherwise, you're kind of in a vacuum.
So it's so weird that you star in all these films, but this is presumably the only time you meet is when you're selling the film.
Yeah, I didn't even know what she looked like.
We've been doing press for 2 days, and we just made eye contact tonight.
Because in this, you play your own twin.
I play the twin brother as well.
He does sound subtly different.
It's him with hair. It's a more ebullient version of him. He's much lighter. Gru kind of sounds like this, and oh, there's my brother, I hate him. And Drew, his brother, is so excited to see you. That's basically
That can be so tiring to do that for a day. But it's not your first kind of Middle European accent. Didn't you do one for an audition?
Oh, I did an audition for the Dana Carvey show where I did a bit called the German Who Says Nice Things. So he would. So I don't know. I thought it would be funny to just stand in front of people and yell things with a German accent. I think one of them was, "Let's all pile into the minivan and get some frozen yogurt." It was a pleasure babysitting Kevin. You're not getting older. You are getting better.
Judi, have you done voice work in animation?
Only once.
Oh, which one?
Don't ask me that. Please don't ask me. About cows.
For 6 points.
About cows. What was it called? Yes, Home on the Range.
Yes.
Home on the Range.
Oh, which one are you? Do you know?
Don't ask me. Mrs. Calloway, was I?
I don't know.
I don't either.
We have 3 on offer.
I don't think I... Yes.
One of them. One of them. You were one of them, and you were excellent. People talk of it still.
It came out before I had to go to Hollywood because of a nomination for the Oscars, and it was when Brokeback Mountain came out, and there was a great, a lot of people walking up and down very, very cross with placards, and our car was stopped, and this man came up very, very angry, banging on the door window with a placard saying "Homo on the range." Wound the window. I said, "This is about cows."
Why are you so angry? That's so sweet. He must have been so confused.
I was confused.
Now, the two of you play a married couple in the movie, and oddly, not for the first time. In Anchorman 2, you were a couple as well.
Yes.
There you are, as a...
That looks like the hair in the picture that we had.
You obviously happily married now, Steve, but it sounds like the wooing of your wife was quite problematic. It wasn't all plain sailing.
No, I didn't sweep her off her feet. She worked. I worked at a theater called Second City in Chicago, and she worked across the street and was taking classes there at the time. And she was actually one of my students in one of the classes I was teaching there. And she worked across the street, so after the shows, I used to go across and say hello and sit at the bar and to try desperately to strike up a conversation. Yeah. And after months and months and months of doing this, I finally thought I had the courage to ask her out. And I said, you know, if I were to ever ask someone out, that person would probably be a person like you. I mean, it was this circuitous, and her response was, well, if a guy like you were to ask someone like me out, and it was just like, you could tell everyone around us was like, shut up and do it! You're making us sick! And finally, we ended up going out, and that was 23 years ago.
Woohoo! Hey! It is! And now, am I right? Am I already thinking, Jamie Foxx, your dating life has changed?
Well, yeah, of course. It's tough out there. No, I just like my life is. I'm getting older, but people think I'm younger because I hang out with Kanye and all these other. So I see younger girls, and it's terrible. And my daughter hates it. Because, like, you know, I still try to go to the club. And I'm that guy. I'm still at the club.
Yeah, it sounds horrible.
No, but it's bad because, like, I'm still going to the club. I'm, like, almost 50, so I hate going to the club in L.A. Because I was going to One Oak, and these girls pull up, and I'm outside the club. I'm about to go in the girls' club. Oh, my God, Jamie Foxx. I'm like, what's up? We go to school with your daughter. Oh. Are you going in the club? No, it's a open house that I'm going to go see. So I mean, I just have to be careful. And then they don't know, like, you know, I'm 49 and like I DJ and stuff like that. So I was DJing at this club, and these girls was by the DJ booth, and they were just so young. Like I said, well, how old are you? I'm 22. How old are you? I'm 23. And oh my gosh, she's ancient. She's 27. I'm like, wow, yeah. And the girl asked me how old I was. When I told them how old I was, you would have thought that I told them I had a terminal disease or whatever. I said, well, I'm 49. Oh, my God. Can't you die from 49? Come on, girls, let's pray. He has 49.
Time for music. It's time for music. This group are quite simply one of the coolest rock bands on the planet. After a 4-year break, they are set to storm the charts with a brand new album. Here performing Want You Back, it's Haim! Come on over, ladies, do! Drop your guitars. Haim! Come on over. Hello. Lovely to see you. Lovely to see you. Lovely to see you. Now, go get sit on the couch. Sit on the couch. No time to be wasted. That's Judi and Jamie and Kristen and Steve.
You have to hug 3 people now.
There they all are.
We're just gonna go down the line.
We're like a super huggy family.
Sorry, everyone. So again.
Okay, great.
Down the line.
Great.
There we go.
Lovely. Taxi.
All right.
Now, no one push Dame Judi off.
I know.
So, I'll hold you as a buffer. Is everyone on?
Yes,
Everyone's on. Are you okay there?
Yeah,
You
fine.
see it? Yeah, Jamie's got hold of you. You're grand. Now, that is from the new album, Something to Tell You, which was released on the 7th of July.
Yes.
This year. Now, what, is this an anniversary, the 7th of July?
It is. It's 10 years till our first show. Since our first show.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah,
So we
it's
had our
taken
first
us-
show July 7th, 2007. 7/7/07.
Yeah.
So now it'll be
And-
10 years.
Yeah,
10 years.
10 years, 2 records.
And it was at a clown museum in North Hollywood, California.
There's a clown museum?
There's
Yes.
a clown museum.
Called the
Yeah,
CIA.
that was the takeaway from that story. There's a clown museum.
That seems like the scariest place I can go.
And exciting, you're going to Glastonbury this weekend.
Yes.
So, yeah, we might not make it back. Apparently, we're going to get lost in Glastonbury.
Because who nearly died at Glastonbury?
This one.
Why did you nearly die at Glastonbury?
I'm diabetic, and I was so excited to play Glastonbury that I took a shot of insulin and then got whisked away to the stage and forgot to eat. And so I got on stage and I was like jamming it out, as you do. And 4 songs in, I think I said to the audience even like, "This is the best moment I'm ever going to have in my life." And then just took one step off stage and just passed out.
Wow.
Mid-set.
But didn't die.
And do you know I didn't die because my manager, who's a savior, has fudge in his pocket, like frosting. And he literally put it on his fingers and put it in my mouth.
Again.
She thinks it that way. How did we get here?
I'm stopping. Listen, have a great time at Glastonbury. Thanks for that performance. Hi, everybody. Great. Now, so, that's nearly it. But before we go, we do have time for a final visit to the big red chair. Who's there? Hello. What's your name?
My name's Christian.
Christian, lovely. And where are you from, Christian?
I'm from London.
You're from London. And what do you do in London, Christian?
I'm a marketing executive at a education company.
He's a marketing executive, ladies and gentlemen. Dress down Friday. It's a very casual office. It's a very casual office. He doesn't want people to think he's above himself. I don't know, I could dress differently. I'm a marketing executive. OK, Christian, off you go with your story.
So quite recently, I discovered a bump on quite an unfortunate part of my body.
Oh, hello.
And
Penis!
which cutting basically turned out to be a hemorrhoid.
Oh.
And basically,
Not his penis!
at the time, I didn't know what it was. So I was obviously like to my partner, "You've got to look at it." So there I was.
That's a dumping offence right there.
There I was in the squat position.
Oh my God.
And after a sort of initial argument of camera angles and lighting, I started to get the giggles, hysterical giggles. And in the process of giggling so much, as my partner's face was 2 centimetres...
No, we have to go. We can't hear that. I've spared you a great deal. I don't know what happened, but you don't want to know. You don't want to know. I mean, it's terrible. He'll show you the footage later. Yeah. Listen, well done. If you'd like to join us on the next series and have a go in that red chair, you can contact us via our website at this very address. That is it for tonight. Please say a huge thank you to my guests. Hi, everybody. Steve Carell. Kristen Wiig. Jamie Foxx. And Dame Judi Dench. That is it for this run, but do join me next week for a look back at some of the highlights of the past series. We'll be back in the autumn. Till then, have a great summer. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.